Speaking of ratatouille and cooking and all of that, have you seen The Bear? Don't laugh.
It's so
it
funny.
was so good.
No, it was good.
It was actually so good. That was such a good segue. I'm so proud of myself.
I'm always trying to figure out where
Victory sip.
Every time Maz does a cutaway, I'm trying to figure out where she's taking this, and I'm like, okay, she went there with it. Cool. But I have to laugh because I don't know how else to react to it. But yes, I have been watching The Bear. The full season of season 3 is now out now on Disney Plus, and if you're from America, it's on Hulu. And I've watched all the way up to what I made sure to do. I watched up to Ayo's director debut episode, so I made sure to watch that.
Napkins.
So that's the latest episode. That's the last episode I watched.
Napkins.
Yeah.
For all you people that are posting stuff from The Bear already on TikTok,
bad
you
vibes,
can
bad
jog
vibes,
on
bad vibes,
because
bad
now
vibes.
I'm having to pop.
You have to rush watch it now, innit?
I'm not enjoying this right now.
It's too quick. It's too quick. That's why I hate that it's being released all in one go. Like I'm not really enjoying the experience watching the show.
How am I supposed to have Hot Girl Summer, all these film stuff, and then I have to now fight people doing spoilers on TikTok? Relax.
Sit down, drink a beverage.
Relax. If you really want to have a discourse about it, go on fucking X like normal people.
Please, thank you.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
And then make it private so no one else can see it.
Yeah, literally just got. But they want to spoil it for everyone.
You're ruining it. Read my lips. You're ruining it.
It's so jarring. That's why I hate the fact they put it out in one go. But I've seen that saying there's just locked into. But I've watched it episode 6.
What did you think of Ayo's directorial debut?
I love that her episode. Oh, I'm so sorry, I don't remember the character's name. But I like that it was
Tina.
like a flashback of Tina's, how she joined the beef shop, how she joined working there. I really liked that. That was the episode.
It was kind of like her Richie's
moment. I love that it was those type of episodes.
It's what I'm really enjoying about The Bear is that it's giving that evolution of each character.
I know, yeah.
Everyone has their own story, and
Yeah.
you're gonna find it out a bit more. Like, I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's another character that you don't even really realize that they even had a little side story, and it's just like in such a short, like in a Tarantino way, where it's just like a small casual conversation that happens.
Yeah. Because even speaking of like Tina's episode, I love that she had this like a sit down conversation with Michael. And it was just like, I love the dialogue they were having each other. It
just seems so real.
You learn a bit about Michael and how he treats the restaurant. Like he didn't care about, cause he even pretty much liked the job, but I think his whole thing was just he loved the people, and that's what kept him working there. And it was good to see like Tina's backstory on how she came to work there. And how Mikey
even, like, because they kind of like talked about it, but like they never went into detail about how Mikey even got the beef.
Yeah, that as well. Yeah, finding out that was just their father just being
a deadbeat dad.
Yeah, essentially just like, this business is fucked up.
Sorry.
I messed up this business.
I mean, to be fair, he did actually, it was discussed earlier on in seasons that he is just a deadbeat dad.
Yeah, pretty much. So it was quite interesting. This season, we're probably doing a lot of spoilers, so this is going to be spoilers on The Bear season 3. Well, at least to episode 6, because I haven't seen past episode 6.
Let me see what episode I'm on. I'm so sorry.
No
you can talk while
you
do.
While watching this season, I really enjoyed the first episode. It was very bizarre opening episode. So this season's taking is starting off from the effects that took place in last season, the last episode of season 2. Obviously, Carmen had like a whole breakdown. He shouted the hell out at Richie. I can't remember his girlfriend's name at the time, but he literally said probably the meanest stuff you could probably say to your girlfriend without realizing he was talking to his girlfriend, because he was locked into a cupboard. And in this episode, season 3, episode 1, you're seeing the effects of him literally breaking away and realizing that he needs to be better. So he goes off on his cooking journey and literally goes to different countries, New York.
No, but isn't that just like the prequel of what? Because you know how he was away from Chicago for ages.
Yeah. Oh, so you're saying that was a prequel to that?
That was, it was telling. Yeah. Sorry to jump in like that and ruin your bubble. But it was telling his story of how he met like
Terry, that's why man was there, innit?
And how he met Will Porter.
Yeah.
It was like, that's why you get that bit at the end as well where his sister gives him money.
Yeah.
Because it's him going, okay, like, now I need you to go and leave Chicago. And then you're seeing how he develops, and then, like, how the last restaurant he was in, which was in New York.
Yeah.
How that's affected his management skills in the kitchen, which we're now seeing in this season.
Yeah,
that's how I've interpreted.
Yeah, I think actually no, you're right, because when you said that, it makes the most sense in the world. Because when he's talking to his sister and giving him money, I'm like, why does he need to give her money for? Like, I thought you're kind of financially good, aren't you?
But like, you know, big sisters always love.
Yeah, they always love that.
You know what I mean? You know about it.
I'm the last child. But yeah, so that was dope, because it wasn't much dialogue. There was a lot of music playing for it. Some bits were up, some bits were down.
I found that it was. I'm really enjoying the moments of silence in film and TV at the moment. I really, because it holds a lot more weight.
100%. It speaks louder volumes than the noise itself.
So sometimes it would have music, and then it would just slowly, like, go into a crescendo, and it would just be pure silence.
And I love cooking, so I see cooking as a form of art, and I feel like watching this first episode just felt like seeing like an artist, felt like a painter and a canvas, because the way he was plucking like little bits of a flower, and one was like, do it faster, but do it like better. And like just seeing that, and just hearing like little violins playing, oh my gosh, it was just beautiful to watch. That was probably the most beautiful thing from the season I've seen so far, because after that, stress.
I think
complete stress.
The segment from part 1 into part 2, it was like a very powerful thing where you were seeing the process of growing as an artist.
Yeah.
Having to go into different mediums, or different restaurants in this case. Understanding what's your style, what works for you, and then because of the impact of his last place, that's impacted how he sees everything, his expression of what it needs to be, but it doesn't have to be that way.
But I don't think he's fully understood that yet, that it doesn't have to be that way, because the season progresses with him saying, we need a Michelin star, and for us to get a Michelin star, we have to do this. And he made a list called non-negotiables. Yeah.
And I think that's when you see Sydney then go into her bubble a bit more. And you see, which I personally have related with as a content creator myself, being like, you get to a point where you're getting better at your craft, but you think, is this enough? Can I really do something out of it? Can I really express myself in this situation? Can I build myself out of it? And that reality of doubt that artists go through is very raw and real, and you don't have to be a creative person to deal with that. Everyone has some form of imposter syndrome.
Definitely. I think that's definitely what she's been going through. And from what I've seen so far, it looks like she's going to have a moment where she breaks out and like either cuss out the hell out of Kami, or like takes full control of things. Because from what I'm watching so far, of course, Kami has offered a part ownership of the restaurant, and she sent her like documents to sign, but she has not signed it as of yet. And I feel like there's going to be a moment where she either decides to sign it or move on to another restaurant, because the environment she's working in is not the best. I can't remember what episode it was, but there's a moment where obviously Kami now wants to get a Michelin star, so he's saying that we need to do a different meal every day, and that is bringing a lot of complication. Financially, is hurting them, because I like how they touch on
different ingredients. The computer.
Yeah, the computer guy. So it's a guy named Computer that has to make sure everything's going where it needs to go.
No, it's not the computer guy. He's called the computer.
His name's Computer.
He said, nah, bruv, I'm just an algorithm.
Literally, and the way he talks is pretty much like so.
Yeah. Until his sister had to cuss him the fuck out. Sorry. I need to stop. I can't help it. I can't.
South London, stand up.
Oh God.
So yes, the thing is, Kami and Richie's relationship is starting to get annoying to me, because it's just not. It's not progressive. It's not progressing anything, because they're arguing so much. I can't remember what episode it was, but the episode where they literally just gone through the days, and there's back-to-back arguments. Obviously, Richie doesn't like the new order thing, especially doing a new menu every day, and it's taking effect with everyone in terms of remembering the ingredients, remembering what to cook, and obviously dealing with customers. Some people are allergic to certain things. Some people want things done a different way, and obviously Richie wants to accommodate the customer. The chef wants to accommodate the meal, and the friction there is literally what I'm experiencing in these last in these 6 episodes that I have watched.
But you know what's really interesting was that I don't know if I can say this because I don't know what episode I'm on. God damn. But there's a slight change that happens that is not necessarily supervised by a particular individual, but it goes through and it shows another person's talent, and it's just an interesting take on what happens when you're trying to push against the grain. And what is Kami's sister's name again?
I don't know, you know.
It's not Claire.
I think it is Claire.
Is it Claire?
It's kind of a generic white person name.
We're gonna stop right there. Natalie.
Damn it. Okay,
Natalie.
I have to get back.
So Natalie, she says to Kami, not every day is going to be perfect.
Yeah, I've seen a bit, yeah.
Because that's in the first episode.
Yeah, but she relates. Yeah, true. Fair enough, sorry. Go ahead.
You should check out this TV Scholars. They're really good on Instagram because they get really good quotables. Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, check them out. So she says not every day is going to be perfect, and I think there's weight to hearing that in Kami's situation, but there's weight to hearing that for the viewers.
Okay.
And I think that's why people connect with the bear so much.
Yeah.
It kind of shows you this is what success actually looks like.
Yeah.
And it's not this consistent linear progress. There's moments of regression, there's moments of doubt, there's moments of this and that. Not every day is going to be perfect, but you've got to make every second count. Yeah.
And that's literally how they live by. The stress they go through the show is very uncomfortable watching, but also very entertaining at the same time. Seeing that you've seen pretty much majority of the episodes now, where do you feel the story's heading?
I still have like 3 episodes, but I think it continues to have that sense of healing.
Yeah.
That tone of healing. Each character is healing. Each character is trying to push past their past.
Yeah.
They're trying to push against the grain of their past and realize that like it is. Okay, well, it's getting like a little therapy session for me. But it's like you go through a certain emotion, kind of like you're on a wave. You're literally in the sea and you're on a wave. You're going through the emotions, but don't let those emotions overwhelm you like Kami did, because it will drag you to the shore and pull you back.
Yeah.
And you're seeing that in each character, and I think that's we're getting to that point where they're learning whether or not they're gonna let these emotions pull them back in the same way that it has done with Kami from the end of season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope. How do you feel about this season compared to the others?
I think that this season isn't as uplifting as the last one, but this season is a lot more real.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that when especially when we get films that are, or TV shows that are produced by Hollywood, we always get this like, I mean, apart from stuff like Madman, it's like still like, oh, it's kind of like a happy ending and it's a little bit rose tinted. And
you're still
this had more of a like a European feel for an American TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, feeling compared to the other two, to me, it's not the best, but like you said, I think this one's more narrowed down into certain characters and more real with not only with themselves but the nature of the world. Because there's certain like hints of like touching on the fact that the climate's different, cost of living, like it really gets into the financial side of each of the individual characters, working in a restaurant, the realness of the bills they have to pay for restaurants, the food, understanding the nitty-gritty of what it takes to make a restaurant or make financially for everyone to make money as well. And I like that element of it. I am hoping that next season is the last season, because I'm scared that if they drag on the seasons that the show will lose
its essence
of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually kind of upset that The Bear is even a really popular show. I loved it more when it was just like certain people.
Oh,
if you
you're
knew,
such a
you knew.
hipster.
I'm telling you.
You're such a hipster. I liked it before it was cool.
I did. I really did. And I enjoyed it a lot more when it was just like only a few people knew about it. Because I'm scared because it's so popular now that they may try to drag it out. But I know two of the actors, even three of them, even Richie, I can't remember his actual name, but Richie's character, they're all big superstars now. Like, he's going to be in Fantastic Four.
I mean...
Like, they're all bouncing off.
Can we talk about Marcus's evolution from loiter squads
Yeah.
to getting
we have to talk
Actors
about
Guild?
Odd Future. Odd Future was made fun of being black nerds and just being, like, deemed as just, like, losers for being
awkward black kids.
Yeah, and now... I think literally every single one of them are doing great in their field.
They were doing a return, but we'll talk about that later.
For that, like, I have to give them the props, because I think there was a picture of his name Lloyd. It was Lloyd, Tyler Creator, pretty much of the whole
Elle Sweatshirt.
Yeah, they were all. There was a picture of them all like hugged together.
Yeah, because they're also having a reunion.
Oh, is
That's
it?
why I was like, we'll talk about that
Oh,
later.
dope. I think I think his evolution is amazing. Taco, all those individuals, they're all doing bits. It just goes to show that wherever you're into, don't let anyone deter you from being into it, bro. If you're into these nerdy things, stay into it. Like, don't let anyone push you to feel like you shouldn't like it, whatnot. Because down the line, it will come full circle. Because black nerds up, baby.
Oh, baby. Look at Issa Rae. Awkward amongst awkward black girls. Come on.
Jordan Peele.
We up, baby.
The black nerds are kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Quinta.
Yeah, Quinta.
Yeah. Sorry, I was missing names.
He got money. A large. But yeah, I think The Bear, this episode, is about the individualness of the characters, but it's about the cohesion of the team. Yeah. There's a break in that, and that's why it feels really disjointed at the moment.
Yeah.
Because what grows together goes together.
That's one of the quotes on the show, isn't it?
What grows together goes together. Now, if you know, you know. But that's a very important quote from this season.
I can't remember what episode I said that. Maybe I have not reached it yet. Or maybe I have. But yeah, The Bear Season 3 is out now. All episodes out now on Disney Plus and Hulu. Do check it out. Or if you haven't seen the other seasons, be sure do watch The Bear. It is a great show and it's worth watching. Shout out to AL, shout out to Gemini, White, shout out to the gang.
Shout out to the whole team, man. They did a phenomenal job in terms of...
Once again. But please, next season, make it the last one, man. I don't want a season 5. They'll flop it on season 5.
No, they won't.
Stop.
I rebuke it in the name of Jesus Christ.
How much time can we see them
argue? How dare he do such blasphemy? It's a Sunday.
I feel about the same thing about The Boys. There's going to be fatigue. How long can you see these people argue for?
It's the Lord's Day and he's being blasphemous. Anyway, cool. We're going to talk about that.